Good morning, friends. Welcome to goonlinetrainings.com. This is day 2 of my demo. So we were talking about what is data analytics, what is Power BI, and why we need to learn data analytics. Lot of things we were discussing on the day 1, and people who missed, demo 1, if you don't have that recording, just mail me saying that, sir, I did not attend the first class. I need the recording video. So Bhaskar Jogi at gmail.com. Or you can also call me if you have any doubts or any clarification. So this is my number. So directly, if you wanted to talk to me, you can call me on this number as well. My direct number will be 991 right? So you can just call me on this number anytime. So 991, what is happening? 945. Okay. You can also call me this number directly so that I can also answer your doubts anytime. Clear? So today or after course or before the course, in between the course, any technical questions or any questions if you have, you should be able to call me anytime. So this is my number. Just make a note of that. Okay. So I was talking about guys, people who came only second day, they need to fill the form. This form already I have posted in the we're charting a group. So make sure that you need to fill the form so that a daily recorded videos you will be able to get it, and a discount fee also you can get it once you fill this form. Okay, so people have filled it already, just ignore it. Chalo. So today we'll talk about what is data engineering, what is data analytics, and what is business intelligence, what is Power BI. Everything I'll be able to talk about today. But let me repeat whatever we have covered on the first day. So 5-10 minutes. So I was talking about IT industry stands for information technology. Information going to be derived from the data. So IT industry cannot be there without data, right? So if you wanted to get into IT industry, as I told you, IT industry needs data. So that is the thing you need to learn. So if you wanted to understand information, you have to understand the data. So IT industry is going to be doing two activities. That is what I told you. So IT industry uh, going to be storing your data. So that is the first thing IT industry is going to be doing. It could be Infosys company, Microsoft company, Google company. Then second one is IT industry is going to be processing your data. So without data, IT industry cannot exist. So same data, it is going to be processing. For example, you go to Google, searching is a process, right? When you go to Google and you ask, I wanted to know when is the Pushpa 2 release date. I wanted to know when is the Avatar movie release date. You're searching something, right? That is a processing. So processing of what? Processing of data. You go to a bank and you wanted to open an account. So what will you supply to the bank? You supply the data. Bank is going to be storing your data. So ITNS is going to be storing the data in some way. And after that, what you do? You do the cash deposit, cash withdrawal, interest pay, loan. Lot of processings are going to be happening. So IT industry is going to be doing only two things. One is it is going to be storing your data, a business data, company's data, or it is going to be processing your data. For the storing of data, ITNS is going to be using a lot of things. Primarily, most of the data is going to be stored in the SQL, or it is also called as a database, or it is also called as a database management system, or some people will be calling this as a relational database management system. Clear? So how IT industry is going to be storing your data? So without data, IT industry does not exist. Clear? So how IT industry is going to store most of the business data today is in SQL. So this is what you need to understand. But how do you process? Process means, as I told you, I have some data, 10 and 20 is there. I wanted to know some. Some is called as a processing, or it is also called as a computing. Computer means it can process, right? So I want to know what is the sum. Sum is 30. Who's going to be doing this? This can be done by the language, right? So you need to clearly understand language cannot store the data. SQL cannot process the data. Clear? SQL cannot process the data. Any language, you take C, C++, Java, .NET, they will be able to get the data. They will be able to give you what is the total, what is the minimum, what is the maximum, or how to sort the data. Sorting is a processing, or I want to find out the average, mode, median. I wanted to do some calculations on the data. Everything is going to be done on the processing side. Processing of data will be done using a language. Clear? So only two types of developers are going to be there. One is called as a database developer or SQL developer, or these guys are called back-end developers. Back-end. Okay, so data is going to be stored in the back end. These people are called as a front-end developers. Front-end developers. Front-end means people who know language like C, C++, Java, .NET, Python. So they're going to be taking the data from the SQL and processing and displaying the data. For example, you wanted to know what is my balance, or what is my total revenue, or what is my total sum. If you wanted to know, all the business data is going to be stored in the SQL, and a language is going to be working on the SQL, getting the data. It is going to be displaying the data in the computer screen. Clear? So as a non-IT people, you will not be able to understand how it is happening, but you need to understand data is separately stored and language is separately stored. So that is separately created, and both of them are going to be used together to get a single solution. For example, when you go to Amazon.com, so Amazon.com is a website, or it is a small application, so which is going to be developed, or already developed using Java.NET. So when you supply your mobile number, when you open account in Amazon.com, the data is going to go to a backend SQL server or backend SQL, so that you will be able to store the data. Amazon is not going to store any data directly. So let us understand the simple example. I go to Google. I wanted to buy Amazon products. I wanted to buy one laptop for this course, right? So I'm giving you one laptop configuration. This kind of a laptop you can buy. So you go to Amazon.com, you will say, so Lenovo laptops or some laptops you wanted to buy. I'm using Lenovo. So you can also buy Lenovo or any other laptops also you can buy. When you search, now you're able to get a lot of data. What is the price and what is the configuration? This is what is called data. Do you know from where this data is coming from? This photo and this price and this limited deal offer, all of them 35%. All this is a data. It is going to be stored in the SQL. Remember. So, and this Java application, Amazon.in is a Java or .NET application. So you don't know that it is going to go to SQL and get all the Lenovo laptops, and all the data is going to be bringing it to you, and it is going to be displaying like that. It is configuration is Windows 11 Home, 16 GB of RAM, 512 GB, cost, and a flat INR off. So what is the discount? What is the price? What is the configuration? What is the RAM? Everything is data coming from SQL. So that you don't know, right? You think that it is showing the data somewhere else. How it is going to show, show that you don't know. So you are planning to buy one laptop. Now, what is the laptop you can buy? I will tell you the configuration. Don't buy more than 35,000 rupees laptops. So ideal cost will be 30 to 35K. Okay. Don't go beyond that. So don't buy 15,000 rupees laptops also. So I'm planning to have minimum, so minimum 4 GB RAM is enough. But now these people are giving 16 GB of RAM. So 256 GB hard disk is enough, or SSD is enough. These people are giving 512 GB. Windows 11 is there, or if 10 is there, that is fine. And a 15-inch laptop you better buy. Okay. And full HD. So I need any processor. What is the processor here? AMD Ryzen. Or you can go in for the i3, i4, anything is fine, any generation. Clear? i3, i4, i5, AMD Ryzen, 4 GB of RAM is required, 256 GB hard disk is required, Windows 10 or 11 is required. That's it. This is the configuration. What is the cost? 35K maximum. If you go to the local store, you will be able to get, the same will be available at least for 33K, and you will get a free bag and mouse free. Okay. So strongly recommend go to local, hardware shops and try to give the same configuration. So this is Acer. You may buy Acer or Lenovo, anything is fine. This is the configuration you need to have it. Now you're ready to buy in this, no, normally what we do, you click on add to cart, right? So again, what you do, you click on add to get, you need to try to do the payment and everything, go to the cart. Now, when you go to the cart, proceed to buy, it will be asking you your mobile number, registered mobile number, then payment. So phone pay, cash on delivery, blah, blah, blah. So when you make the amount, so from the bank, the data, what is the amount you paid, what is the address, what is the phone number, who ordered the product, all the data is going to be recorded in the SQL database. Clear? So that you are not aware, so everything it is going to be storing in SQL only. So that is what we need to understand. So what are the SQL softwares we have? Oracle is one of the software, SQL Server is one of the software, DB2 is one of the softwares. All these are called SQL softwares. Okay, you can install Oracle so that you will be able to store the data, you will be able to retrieve the data. So these are called SQL softwares, or called as a database management softwares. I have a lot of gold. Where will I store the gold? Gold bank or gold locker. You can go to ICICI Bank gold lockers, or you can go to HDFC Bank gold lockers. You will be able to store the gold, right? So gold bank or gold, storages. I have a lot of blood to be stored, so blood banks are available. I can go to Apollo Hospital blood bank. I can go to Kim's Hospital blood bank. You can go to some blood bank. I have a lot of data. Where will I store? You can go to Oracle and store the data. You can go to SQL Server and store the data. All of them are called data banks. Data base means data bank. Clear? So database management system, data bank, when you store large amount of data, how can we store and how can we manage? For that, we need to have some kind of a software, the software prepared by the Oracle. So you have Apollo Hospital Blood Bank, you can go to Kim's Hospital Blood Bank, you can go to Rainbow Hospital Blood Bank, you can go to some blood bank and store the data. Like that, all these are called as data banks. All these are called as what? Data banks, where you will be able to store the data. Clear? So compulsorily, people who wanted to come towards IT industry, you have to know about SQL. So we are going to be learning this software because it is from the Microsoft. Power BI is also from the Microsoft. Or you can also learn Oracle SQL, or SQL Server you can learn, or DB2 SQL also you can learn, or Netezza, it is also from IBM company, MySQL, PostgreSQL, Sybase, Teradata. All these are called databases or the data banks or SQL softwares. Clear? So you need to learn. I told you we don't have any live classes on that. I'm going to be giving you 45 hours SQL classes. Daily you need to watch one video. You have to get ready. Otherwise, only if you learn Power BI, that is of no use. That I told you already in the day one. You need to listen to demo number 1 if you miss that, so that all of them have been covered already. Then I spoken about what is a data analytics. What is the data analytics? I told you data analytics means understanding the past. So the Amazon company wanted to understand what was my sales in India last 5 years. This is understanding past. Or what was my sales in last year? Or what was my sales yesterday? It is past. What was my sales last quarter? What was my expenses last month? You wanted to ask yourself, right? Mother is going to be writing all the expenses in the diary, right? So mother will be telling the father, hey, last month the expenses are this month. this month expenses will be this month, right? So she will be telling you daily expenses. One day over means it is a past only, right? So past data, when you take and when you analyze it, you will be able to know how is that, you're doing it. Clear? So on the past data, you are going to be taking a lot of decisions. The simple example I will tell you why we need to analyze the past data. So my son is working, my son is, uh, so for example, you have two daughters or you have son and a daughter. So two people are, going for the college, and one guy marks you wanted to know. So what normally you ask? You tell me what are your semester one marks. You will ask your daughter, and she will say, "Father, I got 78%." But you are not interested in the maths this many, physics this much. You don't need. You need cumulative figure, right? So I wanted to know what is your marks, and your daughter marks are this, and you ask your son. So son was telling, Dad, I am also in semester one, number one, with sister only. I got some 55% marks. Now both of them are semester one marks because semester two is over. Now they have started semester two. Now you tell me, after reading this data, what will you do? It is understanding the past, right? You wanted to, before, completing the semester number two, as a father, you wanted to know why son is not doing good. How did you know? Because you're comparing the data with your daughters, or if you don't have a daughter, you're going to be comparing your data with your neighbors, or you may be comparing your data with with your neighbor or your close friend. So end of the day, what you do, you're going to be getting the data and creating a report. After that, what you do, you're going to be comparing the data. The comparison called as analytics analysis. Okay, data analytics means very simple. You get the raw data. So raw data means, he will say, in math I got 70 marks, in physics I got 60 marks, in some other subject I got 86 marks. This is individual marks. But we don't take individual marks. We get the cumulative figures. After that, what we do, we're going to be comparing. Clear? So data analytics, what are the steps? Get the raw data from the business and create a cumulative figure. Means, tell me the grand total. Then after that's what you do, you compare with the previous month. For example, current month is, let us say I'm currently in the June. So what you do, you're going to be taking the June data, not June data, you take the May data, May sales. You're going to be comparing with the April data. So total April sales is $10 billion. Total May sales is $9 billion. So they'll able to compare. Or so May 2024 data will be compared with the May 2023 data. Clear? So that is what is in simple terms, and doing the data analytics means you get the data, you store the raw data. So raw data means I'll have a daily data, monthly data, I will be able to get it. But end of the month, I take a one sum, right? Then I will be able to compare with the previous month. I will be able to compare with the last year, say May. If the May $12 billion is the sales, now it is $9 million is the sales. So what is that? You can understand. Array, year I lost my business. What was the reason to lose my data? So CEO of the company will not sit idle. So he has to understand, why is that I'm not able to increase my business? Why is that I'm able to lose the business? If you're not able to give the proper justification to the business owner, you will be thrown out of the company. Clear? So every day you need to take the data, analyze the data, take the proper decisions, so that I'll not miss the data. Or if there is a issue, immediately I need to change. I need to take a lot of decisions. I have to improve my business. Clear? So data analytics can be used to get the raw data. Clear? And to get the sums and everything, average sums, all of them you need to prepare. And after that, as a human being, you should only compare. So machines cannot compare. Machines can give you May month data, April month data, to whom all of the data will be supplied to your father, or all the data will be supplied to CEO. Business father is CEO. So your family will have a father. Father is going to be analyzing manually. Data analytics, machine can give you sums, but end of the day, human beings have to analyze that. So comparison, taking the decisions will not be done by Power BI, will not be done by SQL, will not be done by the software industry. Remember, a human being is going to be there. He will be able to take a decision in the company. The human being is called as a CEO or a senior manager or your boss or maybe company's in charge, the brand manager. He has to think about it. Why I'm able to get this kind of a small numbers today? So it is a number game. Many people will say today is everything is a number game, but how do you get these numbers? All to get all the numbers. So we need to use a lot of softwares today because we are not talking about small amount of data. Small amount of data means your father can take 70, 30, 70. I can take a pen and paper. I can do the sums. So because I'm talking about small amount of data. But now, do you think that Amazon data is very small amount of data? Every day you get millions of rows. Every month you get a trillions of data. Do you think that you can take pen and paper, or do you think that you can take Excel sheet and do all these things? You will not be able to do. You have to use proper softwares. So, what is the softwares that we're going to be using it today? The software is called as a Power BI. Clear? So Power BI gets a daily sales data. Maybe the data may be here, data may be here, data may be here. You will be able to give you the data to the Power BI. Power BI will create a beautiful visualization. April sales, May sales, it will give you. April sales will be somewhere here. May sales will be somewhere here. So then you will be able to happy. Then the next June sales also after June month it can give you. So this report will shake the CEO thinking. That's it. So he's going to be taking the data, daily data, and after a month is done, this guy is able to create a beautiful chart. To create the chart, lot of data storing has been done already, data processing has been done or somebody else, and data visualization is going to be done by the Power BI. Clear? So this is what you need to understand. What is a Power BI? Power BI is a data visualization tool. It is also called as a data analytical tool. So Power BI needs what? Power BI needs data. Clear? What Power BI needs? Data. Data may be coming from anywhere, right? So you can get the vegetables from anywhere, right? You can go to your farm and get the vegetables. You can, neighbor may give you vegetable, or you can go to the shop and buy the vegetable, or you can buy the vegetables online, or you can go to nearby supermarket and buy the vegetables. So data today can be given to the Power BI in many varieties. You can give the data from this. So this is SQL, or you may give the data from Excel or from SQL, or you may give the data from the social media, Twitter data, I can get it. Okay, or I can get the data from SAP, or I can get the data from X or Y or Z, doesn't matter. Clear? So Power BI is going to be taking 100 and plus data sources where I will be able to get the data. I will be able to create a reports, and then the report, what is it you're going to be doing? You're understanding the past. That's what you're going to be doing. So Power BI is not going to do. Power BI will give you a chart like this. Power BI will give you a chart like this. A manager is going to be, seeing the chart, and he will be able to see why is the problem in the June month. Then he will call all the subordinates. What is the problem in your area? Why the sales is not good in Chennai? Why the sales is not good in Chicago? Why the sales is not good in Germany? Why the sales is not good in India? So what is the reasons I wanted to know? Because I'm running the business all over the world. So I cannot say today, it is happening because of something else. I wanted to know as a CEO, what were the reasons for this less growth, less sales? Clear? So the reports will be created by a developer, that is you. So you are going to be creating a report, and you will be able to give a report to the CEO of the company. And after that, he's going to be taking the this report. He will be able to take the decisions to improve the business. So this is what is called as a business intelligence. Clear? So business intelligence means take the data, you summarize the data, you create a visualization, not you, a Power BI developer is going to be creating a visualization. The reports and everything will be given to the CEO of the company. Then these people are going to be taking the decisions to improve the business. Clear? So what is the purpose of data analytics means? So it is a number game, I told you, right? So without data, I cannot speak anything in the meeting. So I need to have the data, but who's going to be giving the data? This team is going to be, regularly supplying the data. So, sir, this is what is the business, or this is what is the brand by sales. This is what is the month by sales. This is what is the year by sales. This is what is electronics versus something else, or Vivo iPhones sales, Vivo versus iPhones sales. So a lot of reports you keep on creating and submitting. So 1 month is over, so immediately, so if the May is over, you create a lot of reports in the May month wise sales, year wise sales, brand wise sales, location wise sales, city wise sales, grand totals, averages, right? So Vivo phone sales, iPhone phones, iPhone sales, iPhone, a lot of models are going to be there. Model number 1 sales, model number 2 sales, South India sales, North India sales, America sales, Europe sales. You create thousands of reports every month. Clear? As a Power BI developer, you will be able to create a lot of reports, but remember, all the data will be given to you as of now. Amazon company is going to be storing all your data in one of these SQL. So whenever we work with the Power BI, it is important that you have to know more and more SQL. Excel is also fine, but the basic Excel is enough. Or even though you don't know this, that is a fine, but this is important. Guys, did you understand what is a data analytics? Data analytics means get the data, and so raw data will be given. So you're going to be creating a sums on it, that is processing the data. After that, you don't show the data in the, what do you say, in the numbering format. So for example, I have an Excel, I have some sales data. So I don't want to show like this January data, say $10 billion, February data, $12 billion, March data, $8 billion. So this is one way of showing the summary. So instead of that, you can simply go creating a beautiful chart, right? So this is how a Power BI can give you a beautiful report. Clear? So Power BI is a data visualization tool. It is going to be, we can create very, very simply a reports. But you may ask me, sir, I can also do the same thing with the Excel, but Excel cannot store large amount of data. Now, what is the data I have given here? Only 3 rows. But if I have millions and millions of trillions of data, Excel will fail. Right? So Excel cannot take the millions of data, but you need to have the data in Excel. But somebody says, hey, I have data in SQL, or I have data in Amazon website, or I have data in somewhere else. Excel cannot go to that, application cannot get the data. Excel will fail there itself. Clear? So even though Excel is very, very good, small charts you can prepare. You can simply go to insert. You can simply go and create a beautiful visualization. It does not mean that Excel is the #1 reporting tool, but Excel was the first reporting tool, first data visualization tool in the world. Clear? You can store the data, as well as you can also go try to create a lot of reports like this, lot of visualization like this, very, very easily. Clear? So it does not mean that Excel I can use it. So Excel cannot be used. Power BI is advanced Excel only. Remember, Power BI is advanced Excel only, but it does not mean that you need to know, Excel. No, 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 no. You need to know lot of SQL knowledge you need to have if you wanted to become a Power BI developer. Am I clear? I also told you what is the data science or data, AI, NML. So predict the future is called as a data science. So both of them are not same. Clear? So data analytics is different, data science is different. Both of them needs data. What will be my sales in the India next 5 years? This kind of a questions you can predict with the help of your data science applications. So this you should not join the course, because here it will take a minimum 18 months to complete the course. You have to know SQL, then you need to know Power BI, and you need to know data warehousing concept. Plus, you need to know Python language. Then you need to learn AI and machine learning and deep learning. Plus, you need to have maths and stats. Clear? So everybody is saying AI is good, AI is good, AI is good. You cannot get into AI. You'll go mad. You'll go mad. Many people will rejoin my course, data analytics, because this year you can complete this course within 3 months. You can get a job maximum 6 months of time. SQL, you need to learn how to store the data, how to retrieve the data. Power BI, you need to learn extra two tools. You need to learn data warehousing is one thing. Then one more thing you need to know, that is what is called ETL. So what is the ETL and everything? What is the data warehousing? I will be able to tell you now. So this is what you got to understand. Clear? So it will be 3 months course. You work for a company, you get the job, you work for the company for some time in the data analytics. Then if you're really interested, after 5 years, you can join very good institution, learn this course slowly, and you can jump into data science if you really wanted to have a AI. So everybody is saying AI is booming, AI is doing AI, AI is removing all the jobs. It is completely not your job. Okay, it is going to be eating operational jobs. It is going to be eating BPO jobs. It is going to be eating sales jobs. It is going to be eating a lot of other repeating activities jobs. Okay, it is not going to eat your job or my job. Clear? If you're a creative guy, you will not be able to lose your job. Or if you're doing any repetitive activity, your job is going to be automated. For example, a lot of recruiters are not needed today because of AI and ML applications. Lot of operations guys in the banks is not at all needed today. Clear? Lot of BPOs are not needed today. All the jobs are going to be going away. So you need to easily learn this kind of a technical skills, get into data analytics. You create a lot of Power BI reports, and you will be able to part of the technical team. So don't be saying that I have a 10 years of BPO sector. What should I do? You better remove that thought first. Clear? Don't carry that kind of a thoughts, because of it is waste experience that you're carrying it today, and you're telling I have 10 years of experience. So you need to remove that and put the new technologies in your brain, so that whatever be the experience that is there in your brain, that is of no relevant today, and you're telling I have 10 years of experience in that area. What is the use? You tell me. If it is use, I can say no, I can use it, but otherwise there is no use at all. So you have to do unlearning and relearning. Don't use the same experience, and don't ask me also how should I convert that experience. You can convert what? You cannot convert that experience, because you want to start a new career today. So if we have some financial domain knowledge, that you can use it. If we have some sales domain knowledge, that you can use it. If you're if you're acquiring some domain knowledge, that is sufficient. But BPO knowledge, when you have it, so that is of no use today if you wanted to get into this. So unlearning and relearning has to be done. Many people are stuck today, and they say I have a 15 years of this industry. That is of no relevance today. Remember that. So that is of no use today. You have already filling your brain with the completely waste or wastage. You need to remove that out. If some water is already filled with the water, and try to pour some more water in that, can it can it take the more water? So you need to empty the bottle first. You need to remove all the unnecessary things from your mind. Clear? So then only you will be able to go and try to get the new courses, new syllabuses, and new topics can go to your mind, so that you can bloom or you can get new opportunities. And don't never carry the old experience. If you carry the old experience, you will get nothing. You will get same 20, 30, 40,000 rupees salary. Then always you'll get, I'm having 15 years of experience. There is no use today. You need not tell that also. Learn new technologies and get into the new technologies. And I have told you, at the age of 44, 47, people are getting opportunities in Bangalore, Hyderabad as well. So don't complain about your age, right? Don't complain about your, past. Sir, I came from, 10 years of a gap. I was a housewife, or I am a teacher. So forget, remove that and learn the new skill. That is what you need to do. Start everything from scratch. That is what you need to do. Okay, so these are the differences I told you. Now I wanted to tell you today few more things and we'll complete the demo, right? So I will be talking about, somebody asked what is archiving table and everything, right? So this point we will discuss. So as we know, what is a data? So what like Microsoft is saying, data is a currency today. Currency today, if you talk about data, data is currency today, or data, data is the fuel today to, run your applications or run your society. Google is not selling anything to you directly. They are very rich in this world, right? So Amazon is not selling anything to you. Amazon is selling some products at least, but Google is not selling anything to you directly, or WhatsApp is not selling anything to you directly. But how come they are very rich in this world? Because they have your data, right? So data is currency today. So if you're working with the data, so another 20, 30 years also, you will have a lot of job opportunities in the data side I'm talking about. If you're there in the data side, not even today, as long as IT industry is there, data will be there. So without data, the entire world is cannot, grow or cannot change. So with the data, you have much more opportunities in this world. Data analytics, data science are going to be there forever. Clear? I have started my career in year 2000. In year 2002 onwards, I'm completely into data analytics and business intelligence and SQL only. I never been into the Java, .NET, and Python. All these courses I have never learned, but I have huge salary when you compare with my friends' salaries who are Java developer, .NET developer. Their salary was very less when you compare with the data-oriented jobs. You ask anybody in IT industry, data-oriented guys will get more salaries, more opportunities, less layoffs when you compare with the Java, .NET testing developers. Remember this point forever. Okay, data is currency today. Data is next generation fuel today. So Google is saying data is everything today. Whatever you think of, that is a data. Everything today. For example, we're talking about robotics. That is because of data only, right? We're talking about driverless cars. We're talking about home automations. We're talking about a lot of other things, chatbots. We're talking about artificial intelligence. Everything needs a data. Clear? So today, without a data, your chat GPT is not there, right? So today, nothing is there without a data. Remember that. So only thing is that you need to have, you need to know what is the size of the data. I have already discussed this. When we have a small amount of data, megabyte of data, we are able to store the data. Before computers, paper and a pen we are used to, we were using and writing, storing the data in the books, right? So after that, we are able to store the data and we are able to process the data. Process means I wanted to know what is the total, what is the average. So all the data we're going to be storing in Excel. Then we are able to store we are able to get some kind of a reports in the end of the month in the Excel itself. So for example, go online trainings every month gets 1,000 inquiries. Okay. So all the data we're able to store in our Excel. But we think about GBs of data. So I'm talking about every month you're going to be getting lakhs of rows. Okay. Or millions of rows. Million means what? How many lakhs? 10 lakhs is a million. We're thinking about State Bank of India, thinking about phone pay application, thinking about Tata Motors, thinking about lot of applications, right? All their sales data will be lakhs, right? So all the data is going to be stored not in the Excel. We are going to be using SQL or database management system. It is also called as a RDBMS softwares. But who's going to be processing the data? As we know, the data processing is going to be done by the language like C, C++, data, blah blah blah. Clear? So who's going to be processing large amount of data means language. Who's going to be storing large amount of data means only SQL. Clear? So what are the SQL softwares we had in the market? As I discussed already, Oracle was the popular company, who will give you SQL software to store the data. Microsoft SQL Server. It is from the Microsoft. That is started in 1989, I think. Let me give the number later. So DB2. So their database 2000 from IBM company, they have also said you can also use my tool. Any tool you can use it. You can go to ICICI Bank, you can go to State Bank of India, you can put the cash, get the cash. So in Oracle, what you do? You store the data, you retrieve the data whenever you need it. It is a completely go down service or a storeroom service. What you do? You put the items in the storeroom, get the items from the storeroom. Oracle is a go down. SQL Server is Microsoft go down. DB2 is IBM companies go down. You need to think like the tank, bank, drum, whatever you think about it, right? So SQL means go downs to store large amount of data. IBM company has one more tool called Netiza. It is also RDBMS or SQL software or SQL software. I told you PostgreSQL. So like that, we have thousands of tools, Teradata, right? So MySQL, lot of softwares are available. So you can store large amount of data. So you think about every day, Amazon is getting 500 GB of data. 500 GB I cannot store in Excel. So every month I'm getting 500 GB of data. So millions of data, I will be able to store it here. But I want to know end of the month, what is the total sales? That can be done by the C or C++ application, or you may use Java. Or today everybody is using Python or Android, right? So some application you wanted to use and get your processing done, or you may use some XYZ applications. So they are going to be taking the data and telling you this is the total sales of last month. This is the current last week sales. This is the last 12-month sales. So a lot of data you will be able to get it, right? So this is only we're talking about GBs of data when you have it. So you assume every month you're getting 500 GB of data and you wanted to store a 12 month data is equivalent to 6,000 GBs of data, right? That is equivalent to 6 terabytes of data 1 year I'm talking about. But I would like to store, let us say 10-15 years of data. So 6 terabytes into multiplied by 10 years, it will be 60 terabytes of data. So it is a large amount of data. Normal SQL cannot store it, right? It is a large amount of data. So I'm talking about millions and billions of data today. So the data I'm talking about, terabytes of data, it is no more millions. It has gone up to billions of data, right? So normal SQL cannot store the data. This is where we are going to use data warehouse softwares or tools we're going to be using. Software means a tool. You can think like that, okay? So it is also, you can say RDBMS tools or RDBMS applications or the softwares, whatever you use. Excel is a tool. It is also software. It is also Excel tool, people will say. Excel is also tool. MS Word is also tool. So this is also a tool. Data warehousing tools can be used to store the terabytes of data. So language cannot be used. So this is where companies are using BA tools instead of a language. Clear? So people are stopped using language because language is where you have to write a lot of coding, and you have some amount of data. Somehow you can write the code. When you have a large amount of data and you write more coding and coding and coding, people will die. BA tools are no coding tools. So you store large amount of data in the data warehousing tools. But what is a data warehouse? So warehouse, you should not write like this, where space house, or you should not add like this. It is wrong. So data warehouse is a single word. It is a data space warehouse. But how data warehouse is created, you have to know. So data warehouse is a large hardware you need to buy. But what software I need to install to store my data? As we know, to store your data, IT industry has only one software, that is SQL. SQL means either this or this or this or this, any one of the software you have to install it here. So this is what is called a data warehouse. Clear? So if I buy one laptop, I am buying a laptop, 4 GB of RAM, let us say 512 GB of hard disk, and let us say i3 processor. So this is my hardware. And here I'm going to be installing, let us say, SQL Server, or I may install Oracle. One of the software I install. So what is the maximum data I can store here? So what is the maximum data? The capacity of the hard disk is 512 GB. So maximum data in either Oracle or SQL Server when install, the data I can store maximum 512 GB only. Why? Because hardware supports only this one. This is my laptop configuration. Right? Okay. This is one scenario. Let me give you one more scenario. I'm talking about large hardware. I buy a big computer, very big computer I'll buy. So what is the RAM? Here I'm having 1000 GB of RAM. Very big. Okay. Plus what is the capacity of hard disk here is only 12 GB. I'm having, let us say, 500 terabyte of hard disk. Now I have only one processors here. I have, let us say, some 200 CPUs are running. Processors are running. Here I'm going to be installing Oracle. Now what is this? Is what is called as a data warehouse. Clear? So software wise, there is no difference. You can install Oracle also in your laptop, Oracle also here, but the difference is the hardware. Difference is the hardware. What is a data warehouse means in layman terminology, very big computer, very bigger hardware, where when you install any, you can install Teradata, PostgreSQL, Netezza, any software you install, all of them are called SQL softwares. SQL means what? Structured query language softwares. What is that you can do with this? You can store the data. You can store the data, retrieve the data. SQL means tank, bank, go down, store room. That is what I told you, right? So Oracle, so when you take the data, what is the capacity here? I'm talking about 500 terabytes. No, I'm talking about 60 terabytes. There is no problem at all. So I need to go and buy these kind of a bigger computers. Clear? If you buy this kind of a computer, it will cost you lakhs of rupees, crores of rupees. It may be costing you 1 crore. So you cannot buy 1 crore, hardware, and you cannot use in your as a personal computer, right? So bigger computers you have to buy. Inside that you need to install Oracle. So that is what is the points. So all these data warehousing machines, all of them will be available where? In the data centers. So everybody talking about today, array, we have a data centers in Hyderabad. So data centers, when you go, data means all the data warehousing machines and all of them are available. I will show you this data centers. This is what is called data center. Very bigger machines. Clear? So now you see a very bigger computers are going to be there. All the company's data, it may be Amazon data may be stored here. It may be State Bank of India data may be stored here. It may be Flipkart data will be stored here. So like that, you have a bigger computers. Some people are going to be maintaining. These guys are called as database administrator or a DBA. Clear? So these people are going to be buying a bigger hardware, large hardware, and they will be able to install SQL. And these people are going to be maintaining. These are called database administrators, SQL admin guys. So they don't code, they don't know the coding and everything. They will understand what is the capacity of the hardware I need to buy, what is the data I need to store for the next 10-20 years, and what software I need to install, and how to configure the software, how to maintain 24/7 my server. Because if the server is down, if the computer is down, business is down, right? So all this will be maintained by the DBA team. DBA role will be 24/7 shift, morning, evening, 365 days these people are working. So you cannot go into this kind of a role. because you don't get, the morning shifts. 9 to 5 jobs will not be there, right? So as a developer, Power BI developer, you are not a SQL admin. SQL means they need to take care about the infrastructure. So all of them are recruited in the IT companies, and each and every IT company is going to be maintaining their own data centers. Data centers where your data warehousing machines are going to be kept, and all the companies are going to be putting their data. Did you understand? So that is how you will be able to understand. When you have a large amount of data, all the data is going to go to data warehouse. So what is the data I'm talking about today? Terabytes of data. Now, what are the BA tools we have? We have, so the first BA tool was SAP BA, then SAS BA, then we have Oracle BA, then we have MS BA, then now we have Tabular BA, right? So lot of BAs are available in the market. Now we have a Power BI. Clear? When you have a large amount of data, you can also get a C or C++ language, get one application. But the problem is you need to write so much of a code. If you're writing code means it will take a lot of time to release the application, and nobody is going to be waiting. No company is going to be waiting for this, period. So simply they say we need to have no coding softwares so that this software can go directly into data warehouse and prepare the reports and everything for me. I cannot do the reporting and everything using Java, C++. 20 years back, people were writing Java. My friends were creating lot of reports using lot of data analytics work using Java, Python and everything. So that is what you got to understand. Clear? So that is what is very, very important thing that you need to know. Let me tell you the difference between these two. It is a Microsoft BA tool, right? Let me tell you, this is the first reporting tool or BA tools. So only one tool is there. That tool is called only report. Reporting means we can create a beautiful visualizations. But only thing is that only creating a visualization purpose, you need to use these tools, and these were costly that time and very complex to understand. Even though no coding was there, that is a relaxation, but lot of complexity is there to implement these tools with the existing softwares. Now costly and complexity, only one tool, reporting tool, you can create a beautiful visualizations. So Microsoft came into this. So all these tools got released in the early 2002. So Microsoft BA released in year 2005. They said we will give you 3 tools. So don't buy only one tool and only don't buy reporting tool. We will give you 3 tools. One is called, they told SSIS is the first tool. This is the ETL tool. I will give you. The next tool they told SSAS. This is what is called analysis tool. That is what we're going to be giving you, where you can implement a cube and everything. The third tool we can give you, SSRS reporting tool. You can create a beautiful visualizations. Clear? So when the Microsoft released all these tools, so suddenly the companies have stopped using SAP BA, SAS BA, OBA, Oracle BA. Then many companies started using these 3 tools: ETL tool, analysis tool. What is ETL? I will tell you now. Tomorrow we'll talk about this. What is ETL in depth? Extracting the data, transforming the data, and load the data. Okay, so what is ETL stands for? Extract, transform and load the data. So tomorrow I'll talk about this. Clear? So Microsoft Business Intelligence released in the world, they told, why are you using only for the reporting? I will give you more and more. And it is a Microsoft brand. Okay, people stopped using these tools in the market, and because of Microsoft brand, people are using this, and it is cheaper when you compare with this cost. Clear? So Microsoft is also saying, if you buy my SQL software, if you buy my RDBMS software, I will give you MSBI, Microsoft Business Intelligence for free. You can perform the ETL operations. Tomorrow I'll talk about all of them because today there is no time. Tomorrow I'll be talking about it. So everybody is happy and Microsoft brand. So they stopped using it. So suddenly what has happened after MSBI? Tableau BI got released in the market. Okay, so Tableau BI released in the market. So by a company called Salesforce company in year 2010. Clear? They told it is a self-service BI. What do you mean by that? So no technical team is required. Any non-technical managers, CEO, CFO, MBA guys, brand managers can create a reports themselves. There is no dependency on the technical team. You need not use Excel also. Excel has a lot of limitations with the data. You use a Tableau or a Tableau BI software from Salesforce company, and you need not have the reporting developers. So it is given a big competition to SSRS tool. Microsoft completely gone wrong here because SSRS and everything completely a technical guy has to sit and create the report. Now Tableau BA is a self-service BA. You need not have any technical knowledge. For example, Maggi noodles you need to prepare. Do you need to know cooking? Anybody can prepare Maggi noodles. Like that Tableau BI. Anybody can prepare the reports. You need not have any prior cooking knowledge, prior knowledge. So completely entire industry started using. But only problem with them, they are very, very costly. But even though they're costly, entire IT industry was happy because no technical dependency is there. I can use it myself. So then Microsoft was, losing its business in SSRS. So they have released Power BI in the year 2015. Clear? And they also said it is a self-service BI. And you know what they told? It is a Microsoft brand. And sometimes they said free or 1/3 cost of above software. And it is a big brand from the Microsoft. This is the reason today Microsoft Power BI went up. Okay, this went up more than Tableau BI. Now you will see the trend when you go to Google Trends and see. So there is a Google Trends, right? Google Trends, you can see when you explore, what is that I would like to explore? I wanted to know Power BI. So Microsoft Power BI. I wanted to compare with the Tableau BI software. When you see, when you compare both of them, so you will be able to understand. Somewhere the red means what? Tableau BI. Somewhere here, Microsoft Power BI. Somewhere here. Have you seen this? So like that, you should be able to understand. So all the data trending, so everything you will be able to easily analyze. And when you go to naukri.com and see, lot of jobs are available in the Power BI. If you learn only Power BI, that is not sufficient. Along with the Power BI, whatever I have told, data warehousing, ETL, all of them you need to know. SQL, you need to know. Total, how many jobs? 29,000 jobs are available in India, right? So in it is, 3 to 5 years of experience, 2.6 years of experience, 6 days ago. So they're learning, they're asking you a lot of things to learn. Only Power BI, if you learn, nothing is going to be happening. MSBI, they're having Power BI, they're asking you, right? Azure, they're asking you. They will be asking you a lot of things, not only Power BI. If you learn Power BI, nothing is going to be happening. 3 to 6 years, Tableau, SQL, a lot of things, right? Power BI. So you will be able to understand the minimum 3 to 4 years when you keep it. So you will be able to get a minimum 10, 12 to 15 lakhs of salary. You will be able to get. You may have 3 lakhs of salary, or you may don't have any salary also today. You will be able to, at least when you put 3 years of experience, even though the current salary is 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs, you can get up to 12 to 15 lakhs of salary package that can be given. So Pavani, she was working for Amazon company, only 5 lakhs package. Okay. And 10 years she worked in Amazon company, Pavani, from Tirupati, I think. And 2012 civil engineering background, BTech passed out. And 2023 June, I think she got a job. So only 5 lakhs she got. When she went for the interview, she got the interview, and I told her to ask 15 lakhs, or I told her to ask 12 lakhs. She was worried, and she only asked, sir, I have only 5 lakhs of package, let me ask at least 9 lakhs. She asked only 9 lakhs. Okay. They have told we have now budget, so we are planning to give you 14.5 lakhs. They have given. So she asked only 9 lakhs in the interview to HR. HR told no, 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 no. We will give you. We have enough budget. We'll give you 14.5 lakhs. Right. So people are giving away because of the knowledge. When she was working for Amazon company, whenever she asked HR of Amazon, whenever they say, I need at least good hike, the Amazon HR used to say, hey, you don't have any knowledge. So for this kind of a role, we cannot increase every annum 10,000, 20,000, 10,000, 20,000 was the increment. Now tell me, last year recession, last year also entire world is in the under recession. Last year, no recruitment is happening, no layoffs. But how she is able to crack this interview? Because of the knowledge. So what you need to understand, it is not the recession, it is stopping you. Nobody believes that they don't have any technical knowledge. They don't have the knowledge. They are not able to agree this. They will say, my age is 35. My age is 32. I am BA background, BM background. All of them are bull stories. You ask one of them, do you know any proper technology? You ask them first this question. Forget about age, forget about qualification, forget about civil, mechanical, educational gap. All of them you forget. You ask one question to them. Do you know any latest technology in your brain? You tell me that first. Or only basics you have learned. Many people will say, I don't have. Then learn that first and try to apply. Right? Even though layoffs are happening, many people are able to get 3 to 4 offer letters, right? So that is how we need to understand. So Tableau BI gone down and Power BI is a self-service BI. No coding is required, nothing is required. Anybody can work on the Power BI. But why are we learning SQL? If I can learn this on my own, why is that we are learning SQL Server or SQL? Because to get a job. Clear? So you cannot prepare a noodles and you cannot go to Paradise restaurant, or you can say that, sir, I know how to prepare a Maggi noodles, I wanted to become a chef because I know. If you say like that, people will laugh at you, right? So if you only know Power BI and went for a job, people will laugh at you. 60% of the interview questions are going to come from this. Come from Oracle SQL Server, one SQL tool. Remaining 40% of the interview questions will be asked in the data warehousing, will be asked in the what is ETL and everything. So today, what all you need to learn? You need to learn Power BI. So ETL tool, you need to learn SSIS, SSAS. So instead of SSRS, here we are going to be learning what? Power BI. Clear? So you need to learn compulsorily this tool, and Power BI. Plus you have to know data warehousing. Plus you have to know SQL also. I will give you SQL server history. Then we'll stop the class. Okay. So SQL started in 1970s. Okay. So languages are started when 1960s before SQL. C language introduced 1960. SQL came 10 years after this. So data warehousing concept released in 1990. Clear? And the BI tools have released in the year 2002 onwards, early 2000. Clear? If you want to store the data, we will be able to go. But let me give you history before that. When we have a not terabyte of data, I'm talking about petabyte of data, zettabyte of data, yottabyte of data, it is called as a big data. Okay. So big data, you cannot store in the data warehousing. You will be able to store in a new software called Hadoop. Clear? You can store the data here today. You will be able to process also data here. So this is what is the story today. Clear? This is what is the story today. You need to understand when you have a large amount of data, you will be able to store in the Hadoop terabytes of data. You can have the data warehousing. So GBs of data, SQL, you can use it. Small amount of data. This one. So micros, Google does not Google. IT industry does not have any other thing to store the data. So your data means this is the big data that we are going to be storing and we are keeping it here. Your Chat GPT application, we're talking about everybody. Chat GPT can get you anything, right? Chat GPT data coming from Hadoop only. It is what kind of an application? AI application. So this some of the people are going to use BI also here. BI means data analytics. Some of the applications also can use AI. So if you have the data analytics, that is BI can work or AI can work. Remember, so Chat GPT is connecting to your Hadoop data. Hadoop where you have social media data, any data you can store. Normal business data, social media data, audio file, video file, images, X-ray, hospital X-rays, everything you can store here. So large amount of data can be stored in the IT industry here only. Your Chat GPT, Gen AI, any application today, AI application we're talking about, all of them are going to be getting the data from here. So it is storing large amount of data. So what is a large, So here they may be having some 500 petabyte of data. It is equivalent to, 30, 40 Himalayas size. 30, 40 Himalayas says when you burn the data into DVDs and you store them DVD, one DVD, next DVD, if you place them properly, it will become 30 to 40 Himalayas size. So that is the data I'm talking about today. Chat GPT is happening. So this kind of an application you cannot store. You need to buy very big softwares. So who's going to be maintaining all of the Microsoft or Google, right? So all these companies are going to be maintaining bigger Hadoop settings, and you're going to be using this. Chat GPT is also AI application, but it is called as a Gen AI application, generative AI. That means what? It will take input as a text or audio video. It will perform, it will give you output in the text or image or audio video. It is not going to be predicting. So normal AI applications are going to predict. Clear? So normal AI applications are going to predict the data, but generative AI is a special AI application which is not going to predict anything. Instead of that, it is going to be generating. You ask some questions that will be able to generate some text or image or the video audio, it can give it to you. Generative AI is a part of AI. It is not going to predict something. Normal AI application are going to predict. Clear? So generative AI is a AI application. So here deep learning. So we have ML and we have deep learning, two concepts. ML, machine learning, can be working with the less amount of data. Deep learning can be working with the large amount of data. Clear? When the machine learning is failing, we are going to use a deep learning. We'll talk about it later. It is not required to you, but I'm just giving you some information. So Chat GPT is a AI application. It is going to be working on the deep learning concept of the AI, which is not going to predict the data. Predictions are actually done by the AI application, but Chat GPT, co-pilot of Microsoft, all of them are called generative AI, Gen AI applications, which are going to be generating a text by taking your prompt or the input. Clear? So that is what today many people are talking about. You learn prompt engineering, you will get much more opportunities. You need not go into that. You can learn. So data analytics today. So that is what is the story. So large amount of data today, IT industry is going to store where in the Hadoop. Now Hadoop is also today replaced with the new technology called Spark and Scala, because everywhere the new technologies are coming. So today Hadoop is gone and Hadoop is released by Google, and afterwards it is it is released in either 2003. But Spark and Scala is the latest one to 2014. It got released. So Hadoop is the concept of Google company, right, to store large amount of data. So I will give you SQL Server history, then we'll stop the class. Just give me 2 minutes. So SQL Server is a RDBMS software 1.0 version started in 1989. Clear? It is a purely SQL or a database tool. Then you have a lot of versions came. So 5.0, then 7.0, then SQL Server 2000. So later Microsoft released SQL Server 2005 version. So this is again released in 2005 and it is a SQL. It can store the data. In this version, Microsoft released an attached MSBA. SSIS is attached. SSAS is attached. SSRS is also attached. When you install SQL Server 2005, you will have SQL software will be installed. MSBA software also will be installed. Clear? So SS stands for SQL Server Integration Services. Okay. So what is this? We will be talking about in tomorrow's class. Same timing, same meeting ID we can use, which is ETL software. So SQL, when you install today, analysis services. What is the analysis? We will be able to talk about in the tomorrow's class. It is a cubing software. Last one is called a reporting. Okay, which is a reporting software. We will be able to talk about this tomorrow. So lot of versions got, then 2010 we got it, then 2012 we got it, then 2014 we got it, 2016 we got it, 2019 we have, 2017, then 2019, then 2022. So these many versions we have. So you will be able to install 2019 or 2022 versions on tomorrow. We'll finalize everything. The next concept I'll install, I'll show you how to install SQL Server software. I'll show you how to install Power BI software in day after tomorrow class. So tomorrow I'll talk about what is all of them, what is a data warehousing in depth. Once again, I will be able to talk about tomorrow's class and we will finalize the class tomorrow. Tomorrow is the final day. So you are able to understand at least how the history of a BA and Power BA, Tabular BA, lot of BA tools are there. These are no coding softwares, but you have to have SQL knowledge to work with this. Clear? So what is the software you need to have? So Windows 10 or Windows 11 you need to have. Don't install the old versions. Clear? So if you have this kind of a versions, remove this. You need to have 2019, 2022 you need to install. So what is the laptop configuration? As I told you, you need to have laptop. Windows is required. Windows 10 or later. If you have previous versions, I cannot do anything. MS Office also you need to install any version 2007 or later. So then minimum 4 GB of RAM of your, so minimum 256 GB SSD or hard disk, and i3 or any other processor, or i2, i3, i4, i5, any processor is fine, or any more or any later processors you can have. Don't buy Celeron processors. Okay, so these are the laptop configurations you need to have it. So day after tomorrow, I'll give you software called SQL Server 2019, or you can download 2022 and we will install it. So you better arrange the laptop within 1 or 2 days. If not, within a 1 week of time, you have to arrange the laptop. And the Power BI software we will be able to install, not tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Tomorrow, I will tell you all what is ETL, what is data warehousing, what is Power BI, what is SSAS, what is a cube and everything. So that will be the final demo. Hope you're able to enjoy this demo. Guys, am I clear? So tomorrow I'll talk about what is a data engineering also. Clear? So cloud also slowly you will understand. I did not speak about what is Azure and AWS. So what is a data engineering? Tomorrow I'll describe. So what is a BA? BA and data analytics, both of them are same. So data science, A and ML, all of them are same, right? This will do the Data analytics means understanding the past and predictions for the future. But Gen AI is going to be generating something based upon your data. So AI and BI needs data. Remember that. So when you have a data, then only you can run two applications. Either you can run AI applications or you can run a BI application. Business intelligence means data analytics. AI means it is nothing but your ML applications. You need to have the data. So where data can be? Data can be in Excel, data can be in SQL, data can be in a data warehousing, or data can be in Hadoop, right? So when you have the data, Excel data, AI can work, BA can work. SQL data, AI can work, BA can work. Data warehousing data, AI can work, BA can work. Spark or Hadoop, where AI can work, BA can work. So now your chart GPT data, it is a chart GPT is a AI application which is getting the data from the Hadoop or the Spark. Clear? So these are the varieties of data storages. Today IT industry has no more other data storages. Remember this. This completes your data storing today in the IT industry. I'm talking about in 2024. I'm talking about in the June. These are the data storages. We have one is called data analytics, and AI is also called as advanced analytics, or people will say artificial intelligence. Clear? So data can be used in two ways. You're going to be consuming the data either in the data analytics way or in the AI way. That's it. Nachinda, did you understand this, guys?